Good morning. I'd like to call the Design Review Committee meeting to order for Wednesday, August 27th, 2025. We'll begin our morning with roll call.
Yeah, I was on too.
Here we go.
Morning, everybody. Hey, Ryan. Committee member Severson,
Here.
Committee member Browning,
Here.
Committee member Banducci,
Here.
Committee member Ellsworth.
Here.
I'm going to wait till he gets all the way around to his mic. And Committee member Cameron.
Here.
Thank you.
Thanks. All right. Item B, approval of the minutes. These are from August 13th, 2025. If there are no revisions or comments, do we have a motion to approve?
I move to approve.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second, and the committee will now vote.
Committee member Severson,
Yes.
Committee member Browning,
Aye.
Committee member Ellsworth,
Yes.
Committee member Cameron,
Aye.
and Chairwoman Banducci.
Aye.
Thank you. Motion carries.
Thank you. Item C, public hearings continued. There are none. That takes us to item D, public hearings new. Our one item on the agenda today is the Applebee's master sign permit located at 2846 Broadway. The project is a master sign permit SGNM-25-1. The recommendation is to hold a public hearing and adopt a resolution finding the project is exempt from CEQA and conditionally approving. And staff, Chris will run us through the project. Hi.
Good morning, committee members. My name is Chris Lohefner, and I am here to introduce a master sign permit for Applebee's restaurant. Applebee's is located, is this not going? There it goes. Applebee's is located at 2846 Broadway on the 101 Broadway corridor, just north of the Bayshore Mall on Eureka's west side. The property is located in the coastal zone with the service commercial zoning district and a land use designation of general service commercial, both of which are intended to support a broad mix of retail, service, restaurant, and other uses. It is surrounded by retail, commercial, and light manufacturing businesses, including a gas station, fast food restaurants, a tire service, and other similar establishments. The applicant is proposing a master sign program in order to update their aging signs on 3 building frontages, including numerous wall signs and awning signs, as well as a large pole sign. The master sign program is a little different than the standard administrative sign permit, and its purpose is to provide a coordinated approach to signage for large sites and buildings and other non-residential developments on any site greater than 1 acre. It also allows for a variety in the design of individual signs and may allow deviations from the type and total number of signs. And of course, the Design Review Committee reviews and takes actions on master sign permit applications. To approve a master sign permit, the Design Review Committee must make all of the following findings: consistency with the general plan, zoning code, and any applicable specific plan or area plan. The master sign program must feature a unified and coordinated approach to the materials, size, type, placement, and general design. If deviations are proposed, the deviations are necessary to accommodate the unique signage needs of the site. There are no adverse impacts to public health, safety, or general welfare. Sign sizes are proportionate to the building and site where they are located, and the number, placement, design, and materials are compatible with the architectural design of buildings on the site. And as we'll jump into in just a moment, the applicant is proposing 8 wall signs, 9 awning signs, and 1 pole sign as part of this master sign program. The first set of signs that we'll review is on the Broadway frontage, where there are 2 wall signs, 3 awning signs, and a pole sign proposed. The Applebee's logo sign and awnings are essentially just replacements, though they are considered new signs. And the welcome back wall sign is the one new addition to this frontage. All of these proposed signs are consistent with the zoning standards. The pole sign is also located on the Broadway frontage and is just a replacement of sign copy. However, the sign is 128 square feet, which is significantly larger than the allowable 50 square foot standard. The pole sign is a relic from the Seabreeze Motel and was repurposed and permitted in 2000 with the construction of the Applebee's restaurant. Since this is a legal non-conforming sign, the master sign permit will conditionally allow the existing use to continue. However, the project is conditioned such that any future alterations to the structure or sign area, aside from the sign copy, must be brought into compliance with zoning standards. On the Bayshore Way frontage, the southern frontage of this restaurant, 4 wall signs and 3 awning signs are proposed. The number of wall signs deviates from the standard by 2 signs, but is within the allowable total square footage. The Applebee's logo sign is once again essentially just a replacement, but considered a new sign, and the Apple stencil, the neighborhood, and the grill and bar signs are the 3 new additions. The wall sign deviations are allowable with a master sign permit, and the awnings are all consistent with the zoning standards. Excuse me. On the north parking lot frontage, the applicant is proposing 2 wall signs and 3 awning signs. The Applebee's logo sign is again just a replacement, and the to-go sign is a new addition to fill blank space on that back section of wall. All of the signs and awnings on this frontage are consistent with the zoning standards. So to summarize, Applebee's is proposing 18 new signs with a total area of 689 square feet of sign copy installed across 3 building frontages. The master sign program table you see is included in the staff report and details the specific requirements that are designated to each frontage, with a maximum area and quantity for each. And there are additional comments related to design consistency and any proposed amendments that may be brought in the future. Overall, the deviation for number of wall signs on the Bayshore Way frontage is allowable with a master sign permit, and the legal non-conforming pole sign will be included with this master sign program and subject to the conditions described earlier. Staff believe all of the required findings to approve the master sign permit can be made and are included in the staff report. And it is staff's recommendation to hold a public hearing and conditionally approve the Applebee's master sign permit. And I do have a suggested motion for you, but we'll stop screen sharing until you are ready. Thank you. The applicant and myself are available for questions.
Thank you, Chris. We'll start with questions for staff regarding the applicant's submitted materials here.
I have none.
I have a question. Let's see, it would be the parking lot side of the building where they're adding a welcome back sign. There's an existing awning there. Does that get removed, or does the welcome back land over the awning sign? Because it seems to be kind of covering it up in one of the images. So just seeking some clarity there.
Which sign are you referring to?
The parking lot side, which is what they're referring to as the proposed front building.
The one over the front door? Sorry.
Correct. There's an existing awning there over the doors. But the proposed image shows the welcome back over the top of the awning, so I wasn't sure how that sign was actually applied to the face of that structure, or if the awning was going away.
They are making some overall changes to this whole restaurant, a whole lot of interior modifications and repainting some of the exterior. So I assume that, I'm guessing that awning is coming down, but I think we have the applicant here that may be able to speak to that specifically.
Is it Rodeo Builders?
It sounds right.
I mean, they're the only ones on, so I'm
Yeah.
assuming.
Yes. Hi.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. I'm not sure if you were able to hear my question clearly, but I can restate it if you would like.
Sure. Chris, can you also pull up the image so I could just exactly know what the question might be?
Yeah.
So in the existing condition on the tower structure on the left-hand side of the image,
Yes.
there's a blackish colored awning. I was just curious, does the welcome back sign take place of that awning, or does that sit above the awning,
No. So that
integrated
whole
into
thing,
the, yeah.
that whole thing is just the writing on the awning, so that thing will get replaced,
So the awning goes away on the north side of your building?
and it's gonna be a new awning. Like, it's gonna be a welcome back. It's gonna be this exact same thing. They're just gonna have a writing on the front of the awning. This is welcome back. It's not an awning. It just it's like an awning, but it's something for the to cover the rain and all that stuff. Like when people want to go into the building.
Yeah. I was just making sure that it was staying. It's on the north side of your building, so it's a nice feature to
that was
have.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in the sign package permit, the welcome back is showing as a raised, like illuminated sign. So I wasn't sure if welcome back actually fit on the curve of that, or if you were replacing it with a straight awning.
It's straight awning.
And then that tower is being painted black
On the front, yes.
on the front,
Yeah.
just on that one side, or
Just on that one side.
okay, the whole tower is not being painted.
No. They're gonna have a different color, but it will be similar to the building.
So everything gets repainted, but just this face gets all black on
Yes.
the tower face, all the way down the columns to the bottom. I guess I don't know what it is. It's yellowish color. I'm not sure what the building material is. Brick?
Yes.
I think it's stucco. but-
Tile. I don't know.
Stucco.
Stucco.
This is stucco.
Okay.
In the image of the tower, to the right of the tower, it looks like it's painted black also.
I think it's just a shadow in the bad.
Yeah, on my
coloring of
screen
the
it looks
projector.
red.
Yeah.
I think it's the.
I don't know if
I
you
think it's just a shadow there.
can you see it on that?
Yeah, that's the shadow.
Oh, this turned off because it flickers, like blinking flickers.
Here. See, it's just kind of the shadow, but the projector makes everything look a little darker. Okay, and then I had another question on the street side. So on the south side of the building, you're painting the large apple. Is
The stencil.
yeah, the
Yes.
stencil. Does
Yes.
do the trees remain, or is there some vegetation removal there to expose the logo?
We're gonna put the logo, but we haven't went through the if you're gonna cut the trees down or not. But that hasn't been decided yet or not.
Mm-hmm.
If
Okay.
we're gonna cut it down or not. But we're gonna put the stencil apple
Okay.
over there.
Okay. Okay. And then one more question about this same face, where it says neighborhood grill and bar. Those are black boxes with illuminated or white lettering, so that those are illuminated as well. If that's what I gathered from the package. My last few pages aren't loading, but
So what was your question again?
where it says neighborhood grill and bar, are
Yes.
those black boxes with
Yes.
white lettering that are also illuminated? It just wasn't clear in the sign
Yeah,
package.
those are gonna be like a stencil. They're gonna be black and white writing on it.
Okay, and they're illuminated as well?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Other questions? Yeah, go ahead, Chuck.
I have a question regarding the stencil apple and the to go sign. Is that hand painted or heat applied vinyl?
It's hand painted.
All right, thank you. The other question I had, and this is just a suggestion, is the black boxes that Cassidy was just referring to. Do they have to be black? I would suggest that they be red. It would be a better design.
This is designed with Applebee's corporate. It was nothing designed with us that we could have do any changes. They doing all across nation, the same type for every Applebee's.
Thank you.
No problem.
I have a question. Why is the entire tower not painted black?
Like the whole thing.
Yes.
Again, this goes back to the corporate again. They give us the design how they want it to be, but they just they want to make sure that the whole Applebee's side stands out because it's too blend in. They were saying, so that's why they're just having that part of, I guess, blackout. But it's gonna be a whole new paint, so it's gonna all over the building, so it's gonna really look nice because we see other ones that they've done it and look really great. Sounds really nice.
I'm curious if Applebee's would be open to just finishing out the tower as one color to make it more, I don't know, cohesive in a sense. It just seems weird to stop it at the corners when it's just not a lot of surface area to cover, you know, on the let's see, west and west and east sides of it. I mean, you can
Hold
barely
on.
see the back side of it.
I have one more thing. Let me just check on my thing. Let me see if there are. Hold on 1 second. I have to let you guys know right now. This is unloading up, but I could get back to you on that if you like. For the tower part, I could get back to you guys on that. But I know I got some update on it. Just a couple.
Are we waiting? Sorry, are we waiting for something?
Mm-hmm. Waiting for him. He's checking on the tower.
Oh, checking on the tower. Okay. While he's doing that, any other questions?
I have another comment about the tower when he's ready.
Okay. Bruce?
I have a question is concerning the temporary signage. Is there a time limit on temporary signage, since I've never seen temporary signs down that seem to be in the front yard and permanent? And if we're going to permit additional signs, I'm wondering, can't we condition temporary signs to be removed?
Are there temporary signs on this site?
I think he's referring to the one that's
One
in the
right
picture.
front says all day $3 pints.
Oh.
And,
And there's one in the window that says
each window.
something Tuesday.
Right.
Kids meal Tuesday.
Yeah, we do have temporary sign standards. Let me pull
And
them
it's-
up.
I think it's 180 days for
Anytime
banners.
I've driven by there, it always has these signs out. And they do have signage on their pole sign permitted.
Yeah, we could add a condition making them aware of needing to comply with our temporary sign provisions that exist. Let me pull them up. We're in the coastal zoning code. Oh, maybe this hasn't been updated online. I'll look at the inland one then. I think I accidentally didn't include the last section of the coastal zoning code sign regs online. We just figured that out. That has the temporary in the glossary. Find temporary. Oh, you have the book? Why don't you open up to the signs section? It's 340090. Okay, I got it. A temporary sign means a sign intended for display for a limited period of time. Let's see, how long? You get 25 square feet per tenant.
It's right there in the next table. Yard
Yeah.
signs, post signs.
30 days, all other temporary signs, 30 days per occurrence, not to exceed a total of 60 calendar days. Yeah, so a sign displayed longer than allowed is considered a permanent sign. We definitely have an issue with this on Broadway, especially. So, yeah, I would encourage us to add this as a condition to our sign permits, just so people are aware of the temporary signs. We could, that would be a good condition to add.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is the applicant's agent back? Available to maybe answer the question about the tower?
I'm checking one more thing with another Dave. He's gonna join our call right now, and he's gonna answer that question as well too.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
I think for the purpose of time right now, I think we could probably open it up to public comment and then have that discussion with them in our final discussions here. So I'm gonna move us out of questions for staff and open up the public hearing. So if there's anyone on the call or in the audience, which there are no people in the audience today, who wish to speak, you may address the committee now. It's all staff on the call as well. Okay, so the public hearing is now closed due to no attendance. All right, so that brings us back to the committee to discuss the project and the what's before us. We'll see if Rodeo Builders can bring on their agent to help us address the question about the paint color of the tower. Or we can have further discussion while we wait for them as well. Okay.
No, my concern is that the tower would be stronger and give Applebee's a better look if it were completely black. I have concerns about if they paint it red and black in the corners with that angle, the paint's going to bleed into each other on stucco and it's going to look messy.
Yeah.
And I have a concern about that.
Yeah, I think overall, the master sign permit signs and what they're proposing look really good, but I think that tower would be strengthened if it was just one color and it was consistent. I think that would help support their master sign permit package. and just
It
give
would
a better
anchor the
look
building
overall.
better
Yeah,
too.
Yeah, it's not a
Can we
lot of
condition
additional
that they
surface.
look into painting the,
I think we could.
was that
In the coastal zone, color is something that we can broach. And I think if it's related to the signage, then that condition, I think, is legally justified.
Okay.
yeah, it's
I
kind
s-
of either like do the whole thing or don't do the black at all and just keep it, you know.
Yeah.
I think it is, but lean in closer.
I see maybe Dave joined us. Dave, are you available?
Yes.
Hi, Dave.
Hi, I joined you. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
So
So,
I joined late. I apologize. I thought the meeting was at 10.
No problem. Glad you're here. As we have question
Okay, and
about the
question
tower
is-
and yeah, painting the full tower black to just make it more cohesive and not just having one face of it black.
I'm gonna pull up my guide just to see it, get a visual for what you're.
Yeah.
I'm sharing it now on the Zoom.
Yeah. Okay.
So the proposal is for the sign side of the tower to be black, painted black, and they're asking if the other sides of that tower can be painted black.
All the sides can be painted black. Okay.
Of just
So-
the
so-
tower. Yeah, all the way down to the yellow stucco line there. Right? So you just have the tower is consistently black around essentially four sides. I know you're not going to see the
So would-
opposite side of this from the road, but
Yeah. So if we
I
did
think
that,
we could do that, Dave, right? We could just paint everything that all the way down black. It shouldn't be a problem.
I think we could, but could we, you know, the little overhang, could we paint that red or to stick out so it would have some contrast? Because I think it's gonna not have any contrast if we do that.
You're
What
meaning the overhang over the door?
Yeah.
So basically, right now it's a black overhang on red, and you're asking if it can be a red overhang on black.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically.
Or go with that curry color at the top and the bottom.
Oh, you're talking like the yellowish.
Yes, the yellow green, which is a great color.
You think it would?
I think the red might be a nice pop and tie in with the apple
Yeah. It might. Yeah.
and the
that's what I was
awning
thinking.
and the
It might-
other
it-
awnings, you know, and be
and it
kind of
might pop
consistent
in
with
the
awnings.
majority of the building. You know what I mean? It will blend majority with the building.
I'm open to a red awning, like especially if it matches the new red in over the window awnings, you know, and then you kind of get that nice red consistency through there,
Mm-hmm.
and let the yellow kind of ground
Okay,
it
so
and be at
this
the
is
top.
the
Maybe.
So the whole tower down from yellow to yellow would be black on all the sides, and then that little overhang part above the door would be red to match the walls of the red.
Yeah, so that welcome back
Dave,
sign would
can
be
we-
under the awning then. At that point,
The welcome back goes actually on the actual front part of that overhang.
So would the welcome back sign have a red background then?
Yeah.
you would have to match, whatever color the awning
Yeah.
becomes.
It would if they're making the changes, it would be red like the walls, and that's something that isn't in the existing design. So we'd have to go back and make sure that we talk to the designers that the corporate wouldn't have an issue with that, But I don't see why they would, because we're getting the contrast we're looking for.
Dave, are you able to share the tower remodel guide on the screen?
No, can I share?
Derek, can we let Dave share his screen?
Sure.
Okay, I'm seeing. So can you guys see the tower remodel guide?
Yep, we see the table of contents. Oh, there we go.
Oh, that
Okay,
one's
so
all
this
black,
is like-
except for the
yeah,
bottom.
So
that's
that's-
that's like a prototype. So that's not our actual design. So see how it's black all here, and then this part they have black, and then the welcome back is on its contrast in white. So I think maybe
So it's gonna look. That's how they want to go by.
yeah. So I think that's what it would be. So this right here on this model, they have the brick down here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So we might. I mean, do you know on the SOP if they put the brick look on here or not?
Yeah, they
On
don't.
the SOW on the scope of work, if they put that on there?
No, they don't. No,
Is
No,
this
no need to.
is this awning the new standard awning, and would that be a part of this?
It's gonna be the same awning that's.
Revision?
Yeah, this little part right here will be the same that we have right now. It won't extend out because there's no, in our model, there's not, the door's right on the end. It's not in the middle, kind of like this one. You know what I mean? So it's a little bit different view. I want to see if, let's see, that's a bad example. That's a little bit clearer picture example. But let me see if I have my other, I'm gonna pull up this one and see if this is a better. Oh, okay, just a little bit different. But we don't have the double doors. So the other model's the better view. The other model's the model we have. Just this door right here is moved to the edge. It's not in the middle. It's on the edge.
Yeah, we're not doing any structural work. It's just.
Yeah, there's no structural. So this awning wouldn't extend out like this. It just ends right at the door, you know? Like
It
on
would
the
just
picture
go
that-
from edge to edge of the face of
Yeah,
the tower.
Of the tower. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, we're not extending that or anything. We're just painting it and making it aesthetically pleasing, you know?
Okay.
I mean, that's the other side, but
I think that
That's-
helps gives us some clarity.
Show that
on
show
the
that
changes?
neighborhood and grill bar too. The one with the go down one more. This one, yeah. Because I know they had some question regarding that too.
Chuck, did you
you
see
guys
this?
had some questions
what's
on this
on
side?
the Chuck, did you see the actual? You had some questions about the neighborhood bar and grill, the black background. They were showing an example.
Well, I suggested it be red, and it's a corporate, so it sounds like it's going to be black. I mean, it'd be way better if it were red.
Well, then it would blend with the wall because the wall
Yeah.
is red. It would blend with the wall, and it's not. So you're basically gonna have red on red. So they made it's black, so it stands out because this brick wall here is stucco for us, but it's red. So that's why they have it black, is so it stands out. Because if it's red, it's just gonna blend in. It won't.
And the awning is red too, yeah.
Yeah, it won't look good.
Suggestion again, in my experience, the red face with the black cabinet would be outstanding.
You're talking
Yeah.
about this cabinet for the bar and grill?
He's asking you if you're talking about that cabinet.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So the cabinet is black, and then the walls are red.
So in my design experience, I agree with Chuck. The black chops it up. The red would make it flow more readily. It's sort of disconcerting to the eye with the black.
Yeah, I mean that's something again. The corporate, the designer, is out of our control to be able to change it. Unless we have to run it back to them, and I don't know if they could get approved or not.
Yeah, because that's a standard.
Nationwide.
Yeah, that's a standard design nationwide, and
Okay.
and they did that. They did that because they want that neighborhood and that bar and grill to pop out. So that's why they put it on black, is so it would pop out. Because if it's in red, it's going to blend. It's going to be visually going to blend with the walls, and not pop.
Okay, thank you. Understood.
Yeah.
It's kind of a moot point. It's not going to affect sales one way or another, but it would just in terms of community look.
I have a comment about
Yes,
that as well.
please.
One of the policies that design reviews have, and Eureka's no different about it, is fitting into the character of the community. All you have to do is go to Carmel, and you wouldn't see an Applebee that looked like this, and it goes on and on and on. So we're not asking for something that is just approved by the corporate. We're asking for something that fits better into the design qualities of Eureka.
We're hearing.
Absolutely understand what you're saying. So you're saying you want these cabinets on right here, you want them red to match the walls or the awnings, which one?
The cabinets black, the face of the sign red, with white lettering.
But Chuck, so there's a different color red for the awnings over the window, and then a slightly different shade of red for the building paint, which that both would fade over time. Red is a hard
It's a fugitive color.
color. It will not look
I like the way you
great if
worded
they
that.
don't keep up on, changing out either the awnings or keeping up on the painting.
If you're
That's
talking about the
my one
face,
concern about adding more red is we've seen how much red oxidizes.
Yeah, especially with the coastal weather.
But
So you're
well,
saying
either
you
way,
want
they're gonna
the-
have
why are we painting the whole building red?
to go with the brick theme.
It's the face of the face of the sign, the black on the cabinet is a painted material. The face of the sign is polycarbonate, and it's red. It's plastic, and it's red plastic. It has about a 15-year life.
So every 7 years, Applebee's, they want us to do a full remodel. So
Okay. So this could all change in 7 years.
7 to, yeah.
Okay.
They are asking for, sorry to interrupt, they are asking for more than the allowed number of signs on this side. So you could always also condition it to remove those 2 signs.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we ultimately we want to work and do whatever we can do. On our end as a franchisee, we're willing to do whatever we need to do. You know what I mean? The bad part is we're in kind of in the middle, right? Like we gotta answer to what they wanted at the corporate level as well, and we gotta try and find the best grounds that we can get to make sure that we get what you guys are looking for the community. You know what I mean? And we don't have a problem changing anything. To us, it doesn't. It's irrelevant. You know what I mean? But it's us convincing the corporate side that this is what we need to do. So we're looking at this cabinet being black, the face being red, and then like the bar and grill being white, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So we'll go back and clarify that with them. I don't see, I don't see why they would be upset with that, but I can't speak for them, you know what I mean? Because they're gonna tell us this is what they obviously want, but to us it doesn't. I mean, we want to do whatever we have to, and whatever we need to do to help blend in with the community and make our building more appeasing and
So to clarify, so both cabinets, right, Chuck?
Yes.
Okay.
There's
Are you talking? You're talking the one above the building too, like the front door, like this one right here above the front door.
No.
It could be.
No, only the bar and grill, Dave. Only the bar and grill.
And the one to the left of it. There's another black cabinet to the left of Applebee's right there. Yeah.
It'd be the
Yeah.
neighborhood and the
Yeah,
bar.
the neighborhood and the bar and the grill, right?
So then
That's correct.
the question is, does the red match the awnings or does the red match the paint?
Ideally, it would match the awning.
Okay, we could run it by them and see what
Yeah.
they say.
There's 2 options. We could continue the hearing, or you could make a recommendation and act on it, and then they might, if they're corporate isn't happy with it, it could be a future modification, which would cost them more money. So I don't know
Okay.
which way to move forward, if it's a continue or a
Okay.
act.
All right. We'll let the committee make that determination. I want to ask another question of Dave. Right now we're seeing yellow still on the elevations, but your corporate package here is not showing any yellow. Is there plans to remove the yellow on the existing building, or is it going to be repainted the same color? Because I think that might help guide us in some of these other decisions that we're making.
Yeah,
Or does
the
it all go
yellow would-
black?
It would go black. It would go like this. See, this picture is
Okay.
a great picture of it, of how it would be. So it would look like this,
Okay.
aesthetics wise. So it would blend. So that yellow would be black. So
At the-
that's where
No more
that-
yellow.
At the base of the
Yeah, we don't-
building and at the trim at the top of the
Yes.
building. Okay. I think
the
that
base wouldn't be yellow. The base would be the same color as the building. Does that
It's
make
gonna
sense?
be
Like this,
red
this
as well.
building's all brick. Yeah, it would be all
Okay.
only the top portion would be the part that would be changed to black.
Okay. I think that further reinforces the emphasis of the tower being all black and then allowing the rest of the building to be all red, and we don't even have yellow in play anymore. So that changes
Yeah.
the comment that Gailey made about introducing the yellow at the human scale at the canopy. And so now we're basically with a palette of reds. The red awning is a different color than the building color itself, and then we have black and white. Excuse me.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So now that we know
And
that
it-
yellow is not in play, it's not even probably going to come up as a proposed condition anymore
Yeah.
for that awning.
And if you
Okay.
and if you look at the building here, the way on this picture that's on the screen, I mean aesthetically wise, it looks pretty good. I think it looks good.
Okay. All right. Any further questions, comments, discussion? Thank you. All right. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Rodeo Builders, for being a part of our conversation. We do appreciate you being available to answer our questions and hear our
Yeah, we-
comments.
We appreciate the comments. Thank you guys. very
Thank you
much.
so much.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. If staff could put the suggested motion up, please, that would be helpful. I'm so sorry. So we've had a lot of conversation around some slight revisions to the master sign permit. I think that we're still within our purview to suggest or recommend the change of the full tower paint out based on their branding package of what we saw. I also have heard some suggestions towards changing some of the colors in the cabinet based signs. So with that, do we have a motion on the table for the project?
I'd make the motion. If you put it up, I'll read it. Otherwise, I'll suggest that we approve it, as presented with the conditions.
Oh, am I not on? Oh, sorry.
Okay, I will move the Design Review Committee adopt a resolution finding the project is exempt from CEQA and conditionally approving Applebee's master sign permit APN 007-111-002 with conditions discussed.
Can we
Clarify those.
You want me to
just
enunciate
explicitly
those?
state
Yes,
those
please.
so I make sure that we have what you guys want?
Okay, as I understand it, the conditions are that on the Bayshore Way face, that the cabinet signs that say
Neighborhood and
Bar and
bar and grill, neighborhood bar and grill, that the face of those signs are red polycarbonate or acrylic with a black cabinet. The red would be determined by the client.
Did you also want to add the condition about the adding the temporary sign provisions of the code, and then the third thing I heard was the painting the entire tower black, all sides.
Certainly.
Okay.
We would suggest that the tower be painted black, and the temporary sign conditions could be amended to the code.
Are those recommendations or conditions of approval?
Conditions of approval.
Okay. And so Chuck made the motion.
We need Chuck to confirm that those are conditions
Yeah.
since he's generating the motion. If you want those statements to be conditions of approval, then
Yes, those are conditions of approval.
Okay, there we go. Okay,
I was a little confused about what we wanted.
it's okay.
How we wanted
So
to approach that.
I will try and repeat. So there's a motion on the table for conditionally approving the Applebee's master sign permit with the conditions that the tower be painted completely black, that the cabinet signs on the south side of the Bayshore Way, south side of the building, be revised to have a black cabinet frame with a red face with the white lettering. The red to be determined whether it matches the awning or the building color by the applicant. And then the third item in the condition is that Applebee's adhere to the municipal code when it comes to temporary signage.
Excellent.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Race to second.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. We have a motion and a second, and now the committee will now vote.
Committee Member Severson,
Yes.
Committee Member Browning,
Aye.
Committee Member Ellsworth,
Yes.
Committee Member Cameron,
Aye.
and Chairwoman Banducci.
Aye.
Thank you. Motion carries.
Thank you. All right. Item E, old business. There is none. Same with item F, new business. No items for us today. That takes us to item G, pre-application review, which we also have no applications. And now we're to item H, director's reports and communications. Anything from city staff?
Nope. I think one thing to know is that we do have the Wiyot tribe got financing for the senior housing project that's going to be on the parking lot right out here. So I believe they'll be coming to design review committee next month.
That's exciting. Yeah. Okay. Any other reports or communications? Okay. Item J, oral communications. This section of the meeting provides committee members and the public an opportunity to address the design review committee on any subject not appearing on the agenda. Anything from the committee today, since we have no guests with us? I just have a comment about that last application, and just thinking like it would be helpful to know, like, when we get a master sign permit, when they're changing the building colors, it'd be great to know, like, if they're completely changing the aesthetics, because we could easily get hung up on something like, okay, the yellow banding's still there, and trying to pull in those colors into some of the suggestions and comments. So just a general comment for staff to help us so that
Yeah, that
we
totally
don't
makes sense, because the
overextend,
master sign permit isn't just about a sign, it's about
Right.
the whole concept. So
yeah.
that's definitely, we can add that to our application.
Okay.
Because those aren't codified like what we require in the application, but
Yeah.
we'll say like, hey, if this is part of a larger redesign of your building, give us the whole context.
Yeah. I mean, having to like kind of extract that they were changing the awning, that they were changing the paint colors, that luckily they were on the call and they were able to pull up some of their own like corporate material to help guide us through that. But it would just be more helpful if we had that information up front.
Yeah,
so
if they
that
weren't
we
there,
can-
we could have easily conditioned them to do something yellow, and it wouldn't have
Right, and it
made
wouldn't
sense
have
at all.
made
so.
any
Yeah.
sense. Yeah. So
And
just
also,
a suggestion.
Just thinking about, there are cities that, they have a design aesthetic and they
Yeah.
make everybody adhere to it, even franchise businesses. So that's something we could consider in the future.
Okay, that being said, those people pay an enormous amount of money to hold that franchise, and they have leverage with corporate. Having worked in corporate in that very capacity, I know that the company will be flexible if the client, their client, in this case the franchisee, wants to make a change as long as it's aesthetically A-OK and everybody agrees. But corporate will be flexible.
Okay. All right. Anything else from the committee? Seeing none. All right. I will adjourn the meeting and we'll be back when we have new agenda items. Thank you all.